Most of you are out there working for something you think is an asset, but you're actually building a trap. You say, I've got a £2 million business, and you feel good about it. You go home to your beautiful house, you look at your family, and you think you've arrived. But let me tell you something. If your arrival depends on your next breath, you haven't built a legacy. You've built a house of cards sitting on a landmine. I am going to give you an example of a business owner who spent 15 years building a £2 million empire. They were successful by every metric the world uses. But 6 months after they passed away, their partner wasn't living in the fruit of their labor. That spouse was packing boxes because the bank took the keys. I'm going to show you the mechanical flaw in the way you've structured your life. I'm going to show you how a success becomes a settlement for the bank. You know, definitions create realities. How do you define your business? You think it's a source of income. The bank defines your business as a collateral engine. When you sign those papers for your business loans, your expansion capital, your equipment leases, you sign something called a personal guarantee. Most of you treated that signature like a formality. You thought, I'm a success. The bank is my partner. Wrong. The bank is not your partner. The bank is a risk manager. When you sign a personal guarantee, you aren't just borrowing money. You are collateralizing your family's peace of mind. You told the bank, if I fail or if I die, you can have my spouse's bedroom. You didn't mean to say that. But the paper says what the paper says. Let's look at the timeline of truth. When a business owner dies, the family thinks about a funeral. The bank thinks about liquidity. Month 1, the freeze. The bank realizes the guarantor is gone. They don't send flowers. They trigger a review. Suddenly, the credit line you used to pay your staff, it's restricted. The successful business is now a car with no gas. Month 3, the demand. The bank looks at the grieving partner and says, we're sorry for your loss, but there is a £400,000 balance on this account. Since the business isn't producing like it used to, we're calling the loan. Now, I want you to catch this. The spouse doesn't have the £400,000 in cash. It's in the inventory. It's in the goodwill. It's in the equipment. But the bank doesn't want equipment. They want cash. And where is the only place they can find £400,000 of locked up cash? The equity in your family home? I want to take you into the war room for a second, because most of you are failing a math test you don't even know you're taking. Let's look at the gap. Imagine you have that £500,000 loan. You think, I'm covered. I've got a £1 million life insurance policy. You feel like a provider, but you haven't done the math of distribution. When you pass away, that £1 million policy lands in your partner's lap. That is the survival fund. It's for their future. But the bank sees a deceased guarantor and a debt. They don't ask for permission. They demand payment. This creates the Great Binary Betrayal. Either your partner pays the bank £500,000 from the insurance now, half of their survival money is gone. They are debt-free, but they are cash poor and vulnerable. Or they keep the money to live on, and the bank moves on the house. You see, you've been paying premiums for years not to protect your family, but to ensure the bank gets paid first. You are literally subsidizing the bank's risk with your family's future. That isn't a legacy. That's an unpaid invoice. There are 3 types of people watching this right now. Level 1, the ignorant. They sign every personal guarantee put in front of them and hope things work out. This is a strategy built on a wish. Level 2, the informed. They know the risk. They have life insurance. But as we just showed, they are still leaving their spouse in a binary betrayal, choosing between the cash or the roof. Level 3, the master. This person understands risk transfer. A master doesn't use their family's survival fund to pay a bank. They use a business loan protection contract. This is a specific contract to cancel a contract. The day you stop breathing, the insurance company writes a check directly to the bank. The bank releases the charge on your house. Your partner gets the business debt-free, and they keep 100% of the life insurance. That is how a master plays the game. It's time to stop playing business and start mastering economics. An excellent YouTube script won't save you. A high revenue month won't save you. Only structure saves you. You need to look at every personal guarantee you've signed. Add them up. If that number is £500,000 and you don't have £500,000 of specific protection ready to hit that bank account the moment you die, you are out of balance. You are violating the laws of wealth stewardship. You're working 15 hours a day to build a portfolio that the bank is scheduled to inherit. Why would you work that hard for an institution that doesn't care about your name? I don't tell you this to scare you. I tell you this to prepare you. Your partner deserves the legacy you promised them. Your children deserve the security you worked for. They don't deserve the debt you left behind. Stop being a compliant business owner and start being a protected one. Audit your guarantees, fix your structure, ensure that your arrival isn't just for you, but for everyone who carries your name. I have put a list of resources for you in the description of this video. I'll see you at the next level.